Now, for some medical stuff. There are several items that are in your kit that are used for when you get injured. So you have things like the IV, the chest seal, various kind of wraps and dressings, um, drugs, various other tools like the pulse oximeter, saline, tourniquet, paracetamol, and splints. So for demonstration purposes, we have our lovely friend over here whom we are going to shoot at to show you how the medical system works. So let's do this. Oh, he isn't dead. Let's just keep shooting him. Really tough armor on this guy for some reason. And he's down. So when you get close to somebody, you press the default medical button, which is H. So you get this menu. On this menu, you have several things such as examining the patient to check their pulse, whether respond, and their doc tags. Over here, if you click on one of the limbs, you will get this menu over here for bandages and fractures. So here you can apply various bandages, you can apply tourniquets, splints, and various other dressings. Then you have your medication. Then you have airway management, advanced treatments, and drag and carry. So we'll be going through the simple version of medical for now. The more advanced stuff will be done in BCT 2. So if you want to, let's say, mend an injured leg, all you have to do is click on the leg or any limb, you go to bandages and fractures, and then you use emergency trauma dressing. Now you have to keep using it until the limb turns into a shade of blue. If it's a shade of orange or red, it means it is still bleeding. Like on the right side over here, you'll see that the guy is slowly bleeding and he has lost a fatal amount of blood. In cases like this where they have lost a fatal amount of blood, you might want to have a medic around so that they can treat them and give them and inject blood into them. So we'll just use the dressing again so that it heals. So now it's blue. That means that the bleeding has stopped and you can work on the next limb that is bleeding, the next part of the body that is bleeding. So select the left arm and we'll just apply a packing bandage or a pressure bandage. Now that the guy is fully bandaged up, you as a normal rifleman can't really do much apart from this. Medic will have to look into the guy. Now let's see if we can still shoot this guy and simulate a fracture. Okay, there we go. His arm is fractured. So to treat a fracture, what you have to do is you have to apply a splint. So you click on the splint, and then to secure the splint, you have to wrap the splint with a bandage. If you don't do that, the splint is going to come off if the guy starts moving. So now the fracture is temporarily fixed. Again, you need a proper medic to treat these things. Now let's injure his other leg and show you how a tourniquet works. Now When you have a limb that is bleeding very badly, you might not want to start working on it right away. What you want to do is you apply a tourniquet first. Now, what a tourniquet will do is that it will stop the blood flow into a limb, and it will stop the bleeding so that the guy does not bleed out. Only after you have tourniqueted a limb or a part of the body, you can start applying bandages. Once you think that you cannot work anymore on the leg, what you have to do is you have to remove the tourniquet. If you don't remove the tourniquet, blood flow will stop to the limb and the guy will start limping. He'll not be able to move properly and the leg will turn blue, which means blood flow is restricted. So you remove the tourniquet so that blood flow may resume. Now here I will demonstrate how to use a chest seal. So chest seals are used when you get shot in the chest, of course. So to do, you just click on the torso, you click apply chest seal. And you're good. Now, let's talk about drugs. Not the kind that you're thinking, but battlefield medication drugs. So right now I'm not injured, so I'll just try to explain how these drugs work. So in medication, you will have two things. Usually you have a penthrox inhaler and a paracetamol. Now both of these things are used for pain relief. So the penthrox inhaler, which is right now missing, is used for short-term pain relief. The use case for penthrox inhaler is like, let's say you're in combat, you get injured, you have bandaged yourself up, and in the medical menu it says that you are in pain. At that moment of time, you just hit your medical button, which is H, you click on the head, you use the penthrox inhaler. Now the penthrox inhaler is only a temporary solution. You might start experiencing pain again after a while, but it is best used when you are in combat. The paracetamol is a much stronger pain relief medication. You might want to wait until the combat is over and you are in cover and in a position where you can use paracetamol. Because if you use paracetamol during combat, after a while the paracetamol will start affecting your body and your aim will get shaky. Your hands will shake. So it's better that you wait until combat is over to use a paracetamol. And that is all for the medical part of things.